Hello, good morning, and welcome back to your online classes. I hope you have enjoyed yourself well in your last year and you're safe and now prepared yourself well for the study of the new academic year. So, today is the first time for me to address you, your school, new section academy, and in today onwards, we will start our classes also. So, let's start our new class and a new lesson from your class. So today I have taken your course book, means English literature. So in this book we will study about chapter second, My Greatest Prize. Because first chapter I will explain you later. First we will discuss the second chapter. So second chapter, first we see the warm up. Take this little quiz to find out how much you know about the Olympic game. Choose the correct answer for each question. Already have it is tick the answers, so it's easy to know, but no problem. We will see that. In which city was the first modern Olympic Games held? So Athens. Okay. Second, how frequently are the Olympic Games held? So every 4 years. In which year was the first modern Olympic Games held? So which year? It is 1896. So this warm up also you do in your copy. Okay. So now we will see our chapter that name is My Greatest Prize. My Greatest Prize means priceless or very precious gift. Okay. So now we will see in this chapter the author telling about we can say in this article you will be reading by the greatest Olympic prize summary. It is taken from the autobiography of Jess Owens, a well-known writer. In this story, he narrated his experience of true friendship in the Berlin Olympics in 1936. The writer met a German rival who became his good friend because of the broad-mindedness of the latter. The story speaks of true friendship and true sportsmen. Okay. The writer won 4 gold medals. However, he admitted that lifelong friendship was his greatest Olympic prize. Okay. So we will see that one. So in this character named it Adolf Hitler, he was the Chancellor of Germany and was preparing for the event with his performance. He intended the writer won 4 gold medals. However, he admitted that lifelong friendship was his greatest Olympic prize. Okay, so we will see that one. So in this character named it Adolf Hitler, he was the Chancellor of Germany and was preparing for the event with his performance. He intended to with the greatest number of medals in events to how superiority of the Aryan race. However, an American Negro named Jess Owens was determined to prove the theory of Hitler to be was wrong. Setting this goal in the mind, he trained himself rigorously for 6 years. Also, he disciplined himself for succeeding of life. Okay, so uh, first I will read this chapter for you. Okay, this is a short summary about the chapter. So first we will read this chapter, then one by one I will explain you the paragraph. So John Owens, one of the greatest athletes to have completed the Olympic Games, read this account of his experience in the 1936 Olympic Games held in Berlin. Berlin. Hitler, the feral leader of Germany, had declared that his athletes were better because they were from greater race. Everyone was out to prove him wrong and do their nation proud. For 6 years, Jens Owens had trained rigorously for his was doing something very carefully and intentionally of his this he was confident about the winning a couple of events, especially the long jump airbag. As a student, he had set the world record for a 26 feet 11 inches. Everyone thought he would easy win. At the practice at all Germany, German guy named Lunchlong was doing 26 feet, appearing apparently he was Hitler's secret weapon. To prove Aryan's superiority, Owens wanted to show race did not matter by performing better. But an angry athlete is not good one. In this first two qualifying jumps, he failed by leaping from several centimeters beyond the taken off board. Only a third jump was left, and if he failed, he would not qualify for the event, leave alone the winning. Owen felt frustrated and angry with himself as he was walking away from the pit. Lunchlong came and said friendly hello. They shook hands and Long asked Owens what was bothering him. You should be able to qualify with your eyes closed. Believe me, I knew it. Know it, Owens told him, and it felt good to say that to someone. They had a small chat, and without being told, Long understood what was disturbing Owens. Long did not believe that their race or any race was better than any other. They joked about how he looked the perfect Aryan spaceman, though an inches taller than Owens. He had lean muscular frame, clear blue eyes, blonde hair, and a strictly handsome, chesty face. Look, he said when Owens and clamped down, why don't you draw a line few inches at the back of the boat and aim at making your takeoff from there? You will be sure not to be fall, and you certainly ought to jump for enough to qualify. What does it matter if you are not the first in the trials? Tomorrow is what accounts. Owens relaxed as he realized the wisdom of his words. Confidently he took the third practice jump from a full foot behind the board and qualified easily. The night Owens went over a lounge rooms in the Olympic Village to thank him, and they ended up chatting for 2 hours about a variety of topics. By the time Owens left, a genius friendship had formed between them. If it had not been for Long, Owens after said he would not have even qualified for the long jump the next day, though he was competing against Owens. Longs wanted him to perform his best, even when it meant Owens could win the long, could lose. At the event, Lunge broke his past record. This pushed Owens to his peak performance at the instant he landed from his final jump, the one which set the Olympic record of 26 feet 5 inches. He was at Owens' side and congratulating him, while Hitler glared at them from the stand not even 100 meters away. Lunch shook Owens' hand with genius warmth. Lunchlong was the epitome of what the Prairie Countable founder of the modern Olympic Games. Convenient founder of the Olympic Games must had in mind when he said the important thing in the Olympic Games is not winning but taking part. The essential thing in life is not a conquering by but fighting well. In addition to winning the long jump, Jess Owens won 3 more gold medals in Berlin in the 100 and 200 meters and 4 into 100 meters rail. Jess Owens' world record in the long jump was not broken for 25 years. He was the most successful athlete at 1936 Olympics. In his honor, the government of the United States of America grants the Jess Owens Award to the best track and field athlete of the year. So, a long one I will send you in your class note, and this one also exercises do in your copy. Okay, all of you, do by yourself. Then after I will check it. This one also do in your copy. Okay, all of you. And this one exercise, don't worry, I will send you this all. So till then you read this chapter at home and complete this all the things and read each line very carefully. Okay, so please read it again and do in your copy on work on time. Okay, thank you, take care.